Hi, this is Tracy with the Limelight Pet Project, and today we are at the Everett Animal Shelter in Everett, and I'm here with Glynis Fredrickson. And who do we have for adoption today?
Well, this is Macaroni. He is a very special kitty. He's a staff favorite here, favorite of all of the volunteers.
Yeah, I can see why. He's such a love, and I think it was Holly who pointed out, is his name Macaroni because he's such a noodle?
Probably.
So how long has Macaroni been at EAS?
He's been here for about a month.
Okay.
So,
and about how old is he? He keeps on coming over and looking.
we think he's about 8, so that's an estimate. We don't know for sure, but that's kind of what our vet thinks.
So Macaroni has already won all of us over because he is so affectionate and so friendly. When we first got here, he just couldn't wait for us to go in. Does he have any behavioral or health issues that might be making it harder for him to get adopted?
Well, as you mentioned, he, like I said, is a very special cat. So he is deaf, and you don't see a lot of deaf cats around. He came into the shelter and he was having some neurological issues, and so he's gotten better. But our vet did a lot of tests. They tested for parasites, they did x-rays, they did blood work, and there's nothing that we can find that's wrong with him. So we don't know what his history is. He is the most affectionate cat you'll ever find.
Yes.
But he's got those special needs, and it may be something where people could take him into a veterinary neurologist or something along those lines. But it doesn't seem to be really troubling him.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to impact him too much. And then he also has something neurological going on, but that also doesn't seem to bother him. He's just a little bit wobbly.
Yeah, he's wobbly, and just kind of acts a little bit like he's drunk, I suppose. But he can do everything that a cat should do. I mean, he uses his litter box, he gets his food, everything is, he's been able to adapt to that.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's gotten better since he's been here, so that's good.
Well, and he has a really endearing head tilt that it won all of us over right away.
He's a handsome boy.
Yeah. So what are some of his favorite things to do?
Well, he loves people. So he absolutely, a lot of times the staff will come in and he'll just be zonked out napping, and they'll walk into his room, and of course he can't hear them. Right. So when you pet him to wake him up, he just is kind of startled, but he just wants to be around people. I mean, he just goes nuts, for the attention. So he's a sweet, just a love bug.
Yeah.
Really.
So he's sweet, he's affectionate, he likes people. How else would you describe his personality?
Well, he's kind of quirky. I mean, really, and we're looking for, I guess he was around another cat, but the other cat, I think because he's deaf and because he's got these kind of wobbly neurological issues, I think the other cats are a little freaked out by not quite knowing what to expect. Yeah. So it may be best a home that doesn't have other cats, perhaps. We don't know how he is with dogs. He seems like he's great with, all adults. Yeah. We haven't had him around small children or anything, but he certainly doesn't give any indication that he wouldn't be.
Yeah, he just seems so friendly. But ideally, you're thinking a home without another cat. Dog is uncertain.
We don't know.
Children uncertain because you just don't really know.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot about his history.
Right.
But from what you can see, he's pretty sweet, pretty friendly, and seems to like everybody.
Yeah, he's a Mr. Personality.
Oh,
Mr. Personality who just can't hear people around him, but he just wants to be part of everything.
Yeah, and it's impossible to not still talk to him because it's just second nature, even though
I know, right?
He can't hear. So what's your favorite thing about him?
Well, I just love his cheeks. So
his cheeks are great.
He was not neutered when he came in, and he's got those big tomcat jowls, right? Yeah. You just kind of want to squeeze them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So.
And he didn't seem to mind when we did.
Right. I think I'm not the only one then that likes to do that.
He also does such wonderful air biscuits where he's doing this because he's just so happy he can't contain himself.
Yeah.
So how would you describe his ideal living situation?
Well, we're looking for someone who can keep him strictly indoors because he's not, he's not going to hear the coyotes sneaking up behind him or the cars or anything like that. So he really does need to be an inside cat. Somebody who maybe doesn't have a lot of high spaces where he could topple off.
Right.
So if there was a landing or something that he could, without railings, that might be a problem for him because he just doesn't.
He's a little unsteady.
He doesn't, right.
Yeah.
So we haven't had him around stairs, but he could probably get up and down stairs without a problem. But somebody who can give him the attention that he likes. I mean, nobody has to be home all day or anything like that for him.
Yeah.
He's just a really easygoing, mellow cat.
How do you think he would describe his perfect day?
Oh my God, his perfect day would be having a person around that he is gonna, be able to rub his tummy and pinch his cheeks. So.
Yeah, he's still making air biscuits.
Oh, he's a good boy.
And he's smiling with his tongue out.
He's the perfect cat. I mean,
he's
really,
definitely a cheesy macaroni.
He is a cheesy macaroni. And who doesn't like macaroni, right?
Everybody likes macaroni. And macaroni goes with everything.
Macaroni does go with everything.
So if somebody sees this segment and they think that they have the perfect home for this awesome cat, how do they reach out to EAS?
So all of our adoption procedures start online now. So if they go to our website, so it's everettwa.gov/animals, they'll get to our website, and then they can click on the adoption page, and there's an application that they can fill out. It tells all about what they're looking for. They can put his name right at the top so we know who he is and who they want to adopt. And then our staff will contact people and set up a time where they can come down.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And then also, these aren't just for the fashion statement. Do you have any other, COVID precautions that potential adopters should be aware of?
As far as for the animals or for the people?
For the people, are you practicing social distancing and masking still?
Yes, definitely. We're still doing curbside adoptions right now. So, we would certainly ask people to wear their masks and social distance, and if they're experiencing any, medical concerns that they not come in. But it's worked out pretty well. I mean, and we've still had a lot of adopters come in and
Holly was one of them.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
that's good.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Glynis, for taking the time with us this morning. And here's to hoping somebody sees Macaroni and they think that he's the cheesy one for them.
The cheesy one. He's the cheesiest.
He is the cheesiest. He is wonderful. And this has been Tracy at the Everett Animal Shelter with the Limelight Pet Project, and we shine the light on harder to adopt pets because their stories are worth telling.